I want us to talk about Electoral Commission of Uganda suspending campaigns in certain districts, that is Kampala, Wakiso, over COVID-19. They say that people should not assemble. What do you have to say about it?
You know, uh, when a country uh, become like a country, Uganda it is, just know that it is heading to the anarchy, because it seems that people who are working in the electoral commission and people who are running the government, they have learned nothing from history. I'll first take you back to the history of Uganda briefly. In 1980, there was an election, and Apollo Milton Obote was the president of Uganda then, or a prime minister. He had powers just like Museveni. He did what we call gerrymandering. He created constituencies where DP had more votes. They introduced the English proficiency test. One of the guys, they asked him, what is your name? He said Lubaga South constituency. So literally his name was his constituency where he won. That guy passed the English proficiency test, but another professor failed. Do you know why the professor failed the English test? Because he was opposition. He was a DP. Certain part of West Nile in Uganda did not vote in that same election. Do you know what happened after that? Yoweri Kaguta Museveni and the other people, the 27 people, got 27 guns and went to the bush to fight against that government. In that election, Museveni was not even the second. A person who lost that election, or who was cheated, was Kawanga Semogerere. Was not Museveni. Museveni contested in Mbalala and also lost terribly against Sam Kutesa, who is now a part of the team that is working with Museveni, one of the biggest thieves we have in Uganda. Why am I giving this preamble? When you're given a chance to run elections like this, when you know that a society is deeply divided, when you know that a society is deeply paralyzed, when you understand that there is a generational shift, you must be extremely careful. But this way, the Electoral Commission, their approach to this problem, it may cause more problems than Uganda has. Because this is very important. The last time we had such election, Uganda went to a war that claimed not less than 500,000 Ugandans died in Luweero. Are they prepared for this? Are they preparing Uganda for this? That is reckless. That is being they are careless. That's being careless. They do not know the impact of what they're doing. I have argued before on this channel that what is the relationship between Public Order Management Bill and COVID-19? These are unrelated events. And I've argued before that Uganda is a free economic state. That is where we are. Things are not related. When you ask yourself what is the relationship between POMA, Public Order Management Act, and the COVID, the common denominator between the two is Museveni and the election. These two things, they add these two things. So, what am I trying to say? The problem is not COVID-19, and the problem is not lack of law. The problem is not lack, is not that opposition does not comply. The problem of Uganda today is Mr. Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, his love for power, and making the election a messy exercise, a messy process, a muddy one that may claim more lives. Because all the elections I've watched, I think since 2006, I've been sober, at least I could hear. Omwaka gw'ebbiri mu omukaaga Sambiako, there was that time. People died. In 2011, people died. 2016, people died. And in 2021, people dying just because of one person, is Museveni's love for money, for power, that is claiming all these lives. So Electoral Commission coming and making such reckless decisions just because they are told, do one thing, Mr. Byabakama, do yourself a favor, resign. Because we all know you're not under control. But why did you accept such a job in first place? Maybe I may excuse you because you've worked before with the government by putting fabricated cases against the person of Dr. Kanakiza Besigye. Maybe I will excuse you for that, that you're among the group that has been tormenting Ugandans. But this is a different time. You can excuse yourself and say, no, I cannot manage the elections, because what you are doing is not a service, it is a disservice. Yet you are paid to give Uganda service. People never consulted, especially the opposition. You wrote several letters to tell police that they should not tamper with the consultations that are in the constitution of Uganda. They never listened to you. Now you went on to organize an election well knowing that there was COVID-19. You just woke up today. Why are you only banning campaigns as a government and electoral commission, but you people, you have not banned people working in Kampala, in Kikubo and Boda Boda? Why the whole country is not going on the total lockdown? And why can't we go in a state of emergency? Because this is what you're implying. How? Now, let me talk about statistics to you Ugandans who are watching us. Do you know that Kampala, Wakiso, Mukono, they contribute more than 20%, almost 20% of the total votes, including Mbalala, because the most populated areas of Uganda is central region where Buganda is, Kampala, Wakiso, Mukono, Masaka, those major towns. Then you go to west where Mbalala is. Mbalala, they have stopped. Central, they have stopped several times, several towns known to campaign. Then east, that is next, a third populated, they also stop. They are the biggest town, Jinja. Why are they doing this? So, and this correlates or is related with another apathy, vote apathy they have created before the election. Do you know that in Uganda, at least 1 million young people, they denied a chance to vote for their first time before the elections? Why the Electoral Commission did this? That was a scientific vote rigging. For who? For the incumbent. Because it knows that the current opponent, the current contender, is relatable more with young people. So that 1 million is gone. Kampala is not campaigning, Wakiso is not campaigning, and Mukono is denied to campaign there before. Now he wants to return. You see him is going to Masaka, you deny him that chance. So basically, not less than 7 million Ugandans who can vote have been denied the chance to access information about the leaders, the president they do want to elect, to vote.
Do you think the suspension of campaigns in these areas translate to a suspension of the 14th January election? Should we be prepared for that?
Yeah, I think if it should be like this is what they're saying. It is an implication that is the consequence whether election is going to happen on 14th Jan is going to be null and void because it is unacceptable. You cannot deny the opponent to almost 50% of the total vote access to tell them what they are going to decide about. And then normally it is like you've because now if people have not listened to their leaders, why do you allow them to go and vote? What are they going to vote for? It doesn't add up. It is stupid. It doesn't add up. You say, okay, leaders don't go to campaign, but voters go to vote. Why are we voting now? Why are we voting? Who are we voting? We don't know these people. Most of these people are new. So one thing, these people, what they are doing, they are giving the incumbents a chance to come again. Because do you know what it means? An incumbent can have access to media. Honorable so and so is you come and talk about this. You understand? Literally, Electoral Commission is cheating elections for certain people, and these people they are cheating for, one of them is incumbent Tibo Habura. They have tried to say that even some of these areas, someone may say, ask a stupid question. I call it a stupid question because I know people choose to be stupid sometimes. Even in these areas, some of these areas, Museveni has not campaigned. So it is across. That is stupid excuse. When you go statistically, you look at numbers. In the last election, Museveni in Kampala, he lost with almost 500,000 votes against Kizza Besigye. What does it imply? That now Kampalian people, the people of Kampala, their votes towards Museveni, their love has increased. Yet then, he had not yet introduced the things like property tax. Yet then, less people had been killed by his government than today. Yet then, even things like the Kasese massacre had not yet happened. Do you think his love has increased in Kampala or Akiso? It has reduced. So, does he need even to? Maybe it's one of the tactics he's using. He doesn't want to be embarrassed because Ugandans these days are becoming super honest. They speak their mind. They want to tell you what they think. So they will tell you, oh, go away, we don't want you, and things like that. We've seen it in where he calls his maker. So that is one of the things they are doing. So that question, I think I've addressed it before it is asked, because I've seen it around social media. People trying to say, oh, no, maybe even Museveni. That is making foolish out of Ugandans, like making them like look like stupid. But we know that now, actually, finally, I see this. What they're doing, if election happens, is equivalent to someone who leaves his wife or his man and choose to masturbate. It's kind of a certain way, like their brains are masturbating instead of having the real action, going into the real action. Hey guys, if you've managed to get this far in this video, please We thank you for that. And we also say, can you please subscribe? Please subscribe to our channel so that you give us more energy to make videos like this. And please, we plan to get more programs and more people on this channel, but you have to give us that energy by subscribing. And near a subscription button, there is another arrow, which is a share button. Please, can you share our videos after watching?